Hi everyone and welcome to another live trading series. I don't have any trades to show you today, but today's going to be an income update. I used to do monthly videos where I just show you what I made for like January, February, but I decided to go every other month since there's not really teaching you anything. I don't really know what people get out of this. They are my most watched videos, but I don't know. I think once every 4 weeks was too often. So now once every 8 weeks, every 2 months is a lot better. I'm going to show you what worked well, what didn't. To be honest, I haven't done many trades because volatility is down. There's not much to do. I'm just sitting around waiting for good entry points. So let me show you right now. If we go to March, I made $13,471. I made around $24.50 in strangles, $8,700 in covered calls. I lost $70 on a naked call, $783 on poor man's covered call, and then $1,600 on cash secured puts. If you recall from previous videos, so I guess if I scroll up, you'll see I used to make more on cash secured puts, but in March, everything kind of tanked. I got assigned on a lot of shares. That's why I ended up getting assigned a lot of shares. So I just ended up selling covered calls on them, which is my cash secured puts are down, but my covered calls are up. I highlighted these red amounts. I just wanted to let you guys know, just show you like not everything is a win. I do take a lot of losses. Sometimes you just have to realize when, you made a bad decision or market moved against you, just cut your loss and run. So if we sum all of these up, I lost $2,400 closing at a loss. So it's not like, hey, I bought these cash secured puts at a loss. So I sold the cash secured puts for $1,274. I bought them back for $2,142. So big loss there. It was going down too much. I thought it would go down a little more like NEO was going down. So I just closed it at a loss and I felt much better that I did. So the rest of the month kind of, I think I rebounded a little bit, made $1,000 on Mara, $1,000 on MVIS. You see here these negatives, I'm buying to close at a gain. So although it's negative, I'm closing a previous cash secured put, but I am making money on it. So I'm just going to scroll slowly so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to include as much detail as I can over here. So if you're wondering what I did on Palantir, March 22nd, I sold 5 cash secured puts, 25 date expiration at the 23 strike. So you see here, cash secured put. Not much to show you guys. Twitter strangle, 1,400. I sold the 50 strike, 50 and 80 strangle. Obviously, strangles, you're just predicting a range. What else is there? Not much to show here. I guess my return is 2.44%. This is a lot more reasonable. In previous months, sometimes, see here, I made 5%, which is completely unreasonable. This is not a good indicator of what you could do. I do think around 2% is what I've been consistently hitting since like 2016, 2017. If we go to April, I'm going to go to April. I made $13,293. I made $1,100 off strangles, $8,900 off covered calls, just because my shares haven't been called away. I lost $764 selling shares at a loss. I know this is not option income, but I'm trying to show you all the income I'm making, regardless of whether it's shares or options. I bought long calls. So I don't usually buy calls, but I bought the volatility index, VIX, just because SPY being at 420, I did think it would go down. So I just spent $354 buying a few calls just to offset my portfolio if it tanks. 1,183 on poor man's covered call, 3,127 on cash secured puts. So I did make around 2.53% on my cash on hand. So if you notice, I did make a little note here. My cash went down $40,000 from last month. I did take out $40,000. I had to pay taxes on my 2020 income, which was a lot. Like, this is pretty painful, but that's what we get. If I do go, I did highlight a few reds here. These are some of my losses. Palantir tanked hard. I did close that at a loss. NEO. So my losses were 965, less than, I think it's like a third of the previous month. March was pretty bad. If we go, I don't know, there's nothing of note to show you guys. Like, I've been doing a lot of ARC. I'm trying to get rid of ARC. They're not doing as well, so I just want to get rid of it. I have a lot of my cash tied up in shares, and I just feel weird. I'm so used to selling puts. I don't usually own all the shares. Like if you watch like one of my previous videos in January, I sold all my shares. And then just because I want to be all cash, I liked selling like naked calls just so I could cover it. But now I just ended up getting assigned on so many options when everything went down in March. And now I just have a lot of shares. I'm making good income on the covered calls, but I just feel better when I just have cash. I'm going to go through my portfolio now. I'm going to log into my portfolio just so, we get an idea of what I'm going to do for May and then maybe even into June. So I'm logged into my account, and the reason why, like, I don't have any trades to show you guys, like if you look, all my options expire in 18 days, like other than the leaps, of course. So most of them expire in 18 days, which is the May 21st expiration. I'm probably going to wait until next week to roll them out, just let the theta decay a little more. I might have to close, yeah, like my Corsair leaps, like I don't know why I did this, like volatility went down. I'm at a huge loss. I am selling calls against the leaps, but we'll worry about that a little later. So I sold, look at this, I sold everything for the May 21st. I do hope a lot of these get called away. You see here where it says in the money, yes, a lot of these are in the money. I just want to lose the shares, get my cash back, and I'll focus on something else. There are some things like, I guess Tesla, I've still been selling weekly puts on Tesla just to make like $300 a week. It's pretty great. I'm going to keep doing it until I get assigned. Like I sold the 585 strike cash secured put on Tesla, and right now it's at like 660. So I don't mind if I get assigned here. You see here, like these are my long calls. Like I don't usually buy options. I'm usually the one selling them. So I bought staggers. I bought 30 days, 60 days, 90, and now they're slowly decaying. And obviously I'm losing money, but these are kind of the hedges in my portfolio. So this is my margin account where I have most of my investments, most of my cash, obviously. If we go into the tax-free savings account, again, everything expires in 18 days. Like I will do a video just rolling everything, but thankfully I'm doing a lot better in my tax-free savings account. I have a bunch of Air Canada, everything's decaying nicely. Bingo by Nanogenomics. I probably will roll these eventually. But yeah, that's going to be saved for next week. Not much to show you guys now. There is like risky scenarios. So if you look at Twitter, I sold the 50 and 80 strangle, but then after earnings, it tanked. I closed one side, and now I still have this $50 put. If we just, I wonder what they're trading at. So they're at 52 right now, and they just went down 4%. So another 4% day within the next 18 days, and I could be assigned. I don't think I want to own. So I did sell 8, which is $40,000. So I do need $40,000 in cash just in case that happens. Yeah, I don't know. I think May I'll be taking more losses. I'm going to be cutting some losers and running. Like let me show you. If we go to stocks, if we go Workhorse, I was assigned to Workhorse at 2080, and now it's like almost half. Like it's at 1192. I'm down $9,000. I am selling calls against it. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to keep doing this. Like I might be able to use this $11,000 to do something else, but I am pretty frustrated. Workhorse was at $40 at one point. If we look at Hyliion, this was one of my worst ones. I don't know what I was thinking. I've been selling calls against this for a few months. I think my cost basis, if we really think about it, is like 15, but then I am down $6,000 overall. I might just sell this and get the $3,000 back. You have to realize when some of your trades aren't going to work, and these ones clearly aren't working. So I think May will be a rough month, because once I sell those, like if I close this Corsair, I'm going to show negative 6,000 in May, just so you guys see what's happening. I'm probably a little over leveraged, not really over leveraged, but I sold too many cash secured puts. I might slow it down a little. Like I'm not going to do DraftKings, and I'm not going to do Fastly. Once these expire, if they expire worthless, I'm not going to do them anymore. I might just move on. I do want Luminaire, Laser to get called away. I want Microvision to get called away. Right now they are in the money. It both says yes here. But yeah, I'm probably going to wait until next week to show some actual trading. I might do more strangles. I might do a separate tax-free savings account video. But I just wanted to show you guys my income. if we look, so let me just sum this up. So this is like $26,765. This is the theta I've earned in the past 2 months. It doesn't count my unrealized losses in my portfolio. So I am losing from the cash I own, from the shares I own in the portfolio, but hopefully it is being more than offset with my theta. But yeah, that's it. That's it for this video. Tune in 2 months for my next income update, but I will film a trading video next week. Thanks, guys.